Hello and welcome back to the channel. We're doing Christmas in July in collaboration with the Crafty Little Gem. We're going to be making an expandable zigzag card. You're going to need two pieces that are 6x6, a piece of white which is 5 7/8, a layering piece which is 5 7/8, a piece of DSP, mine is 5x5, you can do it 5.5 if you want. You're going to need 4 pieces of cardstock which are 2" by 12". You're going to need 20 square pieces that are 1 7/8 squared. You're going to need 16 pieces of DSP which are 1 3/4 squared. You need 4 pieces of white which are 1 3/4 squared. They're for your sentiments. You're going to need 2 pieces which are 1" by 3.5". 2 pieces which are 7/8 by 3 3/8. And you're going to need 2 pieces of DSP which are 3/4 inch by 3 1/4". You'll need some circles, roughly 2" in diameter, and then go down in increments. However, I've just done mine like that, but you can do them slightly bigger if you wish, or slightly smaller, entirely up to you. You need a piece of ribbon and an eyelet. So let's get started. I've already prepped some because obviously I've got 4 of these to do, so I've already done 3, but I will do one on camera with you. I did see this on Pinterest. Now, I mean, the woman that I saw, can't remember her name, she was German. All the measurements was in centimeters and the instructions was in German. So I have created my own. So the 4 strips that you've got that are 12" by 2". We're going to score at every 2". So 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. So you do that on all 4 strips at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And this is that's what you get, all like that. So we're going to now fold these strips. That's all the scoring you need to do for this card. So the first one, you fold under, then over, then no, yeah, under, over, over, like that. So you end up with a concertina. So it looks like that. So then, before we put this other part together, the base, I will stick together these, or glue together, I should say. So if you've non-directional DSP, that's fine. That works perfectly. Mine is directional. So let's just put these together and then I can work it all out. So I am now going to glue these on the top of these. Like so. I'll just do all 4 of them first. This is the last last one in the series of Christmas in July with the collaboration with the Crafty Little Gem. Do pop along and see what she has made. I'm sure she'll have made something fantastic. Now, I have seen others of these besides the one that I saw that was in German. They seem to have popped up because I've been looking. But anyway, this is my version of it. These are my own measurements. Then you've stamped your sentiments. You need to stamp 4 sentiments on your white card. And I'll show you why. I'll just pop that one on as well. Like that. Right. So don't glue anything on this bottom square. Tuck that one out of the way. Don't do what I did and make the mistake of gluing one on the bottom square. And I'm going to start again. So what we're going to do is put each one of these on here like this. So you end up with one of these. So it's concertinaed in, or zigzagged in, and it ends up like that. And then I'll show you how to assemble the card. So let's glue these on. It's quite easy to put together. It's just the preparation takes a little bit because of all the little squares that you need to do. But if you sat there on a rainy afternoon like I have, I just cut them all out and got it prepared, ready to put together. You can pop them all in a little, you can cut it all out and then pop it all in a little bag, ready to put together whenever you want. But they are quite easy. And we'll do the base in a minute. So there we go. So that's that one. So in all, you should have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Just pop them to one side. We'll just glue these together as well now. So these are your pieces that are 1 by 3.5, 3/4 by 3 3/4, and 7/8 by 3 3/8. So let's just glue all these on. Put these together. Right, now that's one. I'll do the next one. Like so, and then we'll put the base.
Was that for me?
Alexa's listening again, even though I didn't say her name. So there, we've got them two now. Now in onto the base. So you don't need your white sheet just yet. We shall put these together. So you want your 6x6 and your 5 7/8, which is your layering piece. Let's get some glue on. Like so. I've just left a tiny little border all the way around this one. Like that. This is your 5, mine's 5x5, but you can do 5.5 if you want. I just didn't want to cut into another big piece of, just for the sake of the extra 1/2 inch. So try and get it as central as possible. There we are. Right. So that's part of the base done. Then what we need to do is these strips, this piece, this little flap here, is going to sit underneath like so. So with it being 6x6, what I've did is I just get my ruler and I just put a little tiny pencil mark at 2 inch and one at 4 inch on all 4 sides. So just go around 2 inch, 4 inch, just a tiny dot, not so it's noticeable. 2 inch, 4 inch. Last one. It's just then you get them all central then. 2 inch, 4 inch. So in between them pencil marks is we need some glue on the back side of it. So there we go. Like so. Which one's this? Right. And where your pencil marks are, if you just position it underneath so it lines up with your score line and just where them pencil marks are, like that, and then just spread that glue out, and there we have our first one. So then you need to do that with Alt 4. If you want to go ahead and put DSP on the back side of it, that is entirely up to you, but I didn't think it was necessary. So then glue on this one. Like so. Find my pencil marks. As you can see, they're hardly noticeable. But up to your score line. In between your pencil marks. Like I said, it just helps it centralise it a little bit. There we go. That's that one. Next one. Yeah. There we go. And then the last one. And there we go. So So that's that one done. So then you should have something that looks like this. Now these strips are going to form a cross in the middle, like so, to hold it all together. So what I'm going to do is, we'll do these two first. And all you want to do is literally put about 1/2 inch underneath. So let's see. Yeah, about 1/2 inch. Or just under. So if I put a bit of glue on that part and that part, like so. And then pop these down. Do this one first. Just centralise it as much as you can. And then we'll do this one. That isn't central. Like that. And then we shall do the opposite side. But that has to go over the top. So we shall put a bit of glue on this side. I'm going to pop that down like so. Try and get it as central as possible. Making sure that they all look equal. I mean, you can go ahead and measure, and if you want it precise like that, and I shall just do the opposite side. Perfect. Just leave that there. Like I said, it's about 1/2 inch. Like so. Then what we need to do is we need to glue that to that. So I'll just put a little bit of glue in. Just a tiny blob. Glue that to that. Like that. And then this is what's going to help you. Oh, I've got a bit of an ooze of glue. This is what's going to help you pull it up. So what I'm going to do is just tie a knot, pull it through, tie a knot like so, so it doesn't come through. I'm going to pop a bit of double-sided tape across that. Like so. And then I shall put some foam pads on. I'll just put that across there like that. And then that is going to pop in the middle. In fact, I could have made it actually a bit smaller. You could actually just get away with the gold in the centre. Mine's a little bit big, but we'll pop some foam pads on it, which are peel the backing off that so it helps it stick. So I'll put one. Let me have a look. Which way around is my pattern on here? It's that way. So let's follow the pattern. So one there. Yep. And one at the opposite side. Like so. Put the release paper. And then I shall pop that on there like so. So then you can pull it up and then this is what you have. Let's just pop these out the way. There we go. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. Let's just pull it up a little bit and then you can see a bit better. There we go, and that's it. It will fit in a normal envelope because it does go fairly flat. So it will fit in a normal envelope, or if you want to make a little box one. And then on the back we have our other piece which covers all that up, which is another 6x6 piece. Like so. Just adds all the things that you've glued down. Just make sure it all lines up. There's nothing overhanging. And then your piece that is 5 7/8 is going to go on the back, and that's where you can write your sentiment. Or who it's from, or whatever you want to write on it. There we go. Like so. So that's the back where you can write on whatever you want to write. And then there is the finished zigzag expandable card, or expandable zigzag card. That one keeps wanting to go in the opposite direction. But yeah, hope you like it. Be a good one for Chinese New Year. Looks a bit like a Chinese lantern to me. But yeah, there you go. Hope you like it. And that is the end of the series for Christmas in July. Hope to see you again soon. And don't forget, if you like it, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and a thumbs up. Bye. See you next time.